Welcome to the Loud Lounge. This is the Loud Lounge. Come chill at the Loud Lounge.
Welcome back to the Loud Lounge, and we're here with King Jyrus son, Selector Frey, and Chung Lee. Okay, so to me, when I go to a party, 200 people, that's a lot to me. How does that compare to back in the day?
Back in the day, you're seeing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I even remember Need for Nightness, Bay Club. That was probably over 500 people when you first. I think one of the first ones that.
First one.
Yeah, the first one it was like
That was
whoa people.
one of my birthdays. Yeah.
Even old on the porch, packed.
Yeah, that was
Rammed.
Yeah.
No standing room.
Yeah, zero standing room. They talk about trying to drive up late and talk about where you're gonna park. It's crazy.
Even got into the bar, innit? You ain't got into that bar, you better come in. Already drink.
So as guys that have played, let's put it out there, you played in that generation and now this generation, how you cope with 150 people, 200 people, how is like as selectors and songmen, your energy thrown into the party? Because even though from a DJ's perspective, it's like, this crowd's dead, we still have to give them the time of their lives. Because it may not be the time of our life, but that night could be the time of our life, and how you guys do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, as this is what we do. So, like, I'm pretty sure you said it on the mic before. Whether it's 10 people or 1,000 people, we're gonna have fun. So either way, we're gonna perform. We're getting paid to be there. Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta do our job. You know what I mean?
Touching on you got paid to be there. How does it work out if the party's not a success? Do sometimes the promoters try to get you to be like, oh, peel off $100, or how that goes?
Definitely. Back in the day, definitely, but not now. That's been nipped in the butt from a long time. But I've definitely had that experience. I'm sure Hershey has as well.
What about you, Hershey? The paying up, or?
Yeah, definitely paying up. But then nowadays we're taking half done. And then at the end of the night, if you see the nights are flop, and if you got that relationship with the promoter or something, they'll be like, well, you know what, you gave me half, I'll allow you this time.
Right.
But not every promoter's
You have
getting
a
that.
little sympathy for
Yeah,
it.
you got a little,
Yeah, for sure. Especially if it's somebody that's booked you repeatedly.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You want to keep that relationship, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
Now, talking on that, we're going to go into a next phase of Jyrus. As a friend and fan, I'm going to talk about one of your iconic moments for me. Was soca versus reggae 2015 when you played that Barrington Levy dub. Now, I want to know the whole process. Who linked them? Who helped write the words? And
right there.
how was your
Big thing.
emotions when you saw what you thought and put on paper come to play?
Yeah, that was one of my most proudest moments right there, man. Like that, if anybody knows me, that's my favorite song, like from when I was like 14.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I originally rewrote that song when I was in high school, like, towards the end of the school year where you ain't really doing nothing. So, sitting in class talking to my boys, just bought out the book, rewrote it. But that song at the time it cost a lot of money. As a 14, 15-year-old, I ain't got that much money to spend on a dub. So over the years, like, I tried to get it, but it just never worked out. So then Barrington Levy came Bermuda. And I didn't feel comfortable giving somebody all that money and then he doesn't voice it like how I wanted it. Like, because if you're going to do that, it's got to pronounce the words properly. It's got to, make sure it's on point.
That situation, it was your timing.
Yeah.
And everything came together.
Everything came together to where he came to Bermuda 2 weeks before the Soca versus Reggae. So I linked the promoter who was bringing him. He said that he was going to be there at 12 o'clock. I was there from 11. I think it was Bakar's birthday too. So he didn't come to 6.
He came for cup match
Splash
or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
So he didn't come to 6 o'clock in the evening. So I'm there from 11. So I'm waiting because I knew that I know how artists are. Like sometimes that's part of the game. Man,
So speaking on that, Bermuda, you heard that from Jabri. Have patience at the time.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
Have patience at the time will come.
So
I'm telling you, from Selective Freight, boys got a half an hour.
7 hours.
So
That's
to-
different.
7 hours, kid. You could have been in
Yeah.
England, kid.
I know.
You
I
could have
know.
been partying in London.
That's how much it meant
At
to
an
me. Like, you
Arsenal
know?
party.
Exactly.
So he finally came, and you know he when he first asked me, he's like, "What you doing? Like you work for the city of Hamilton or somewhere?" Because he thought I was trying to voice an advertisement something. So I'm like, no. This is gonna be more than a dub. Like, you know what I mean? Because I could have got it Song Clash Way or some type of King Jyrus something, but I felt like the way how our island was running,
At that
even
time.
from back then,
Yeah.
and just getting it at that point, like
Yeah.
this is what Bermuda needed to
And it
her.
had the
Like,
meaning behind
yeah,
it.
like
Facts.
so to get it exactly how I wanted, and we had to have some conversations because he didn't want to do certain things, and then like he done it, and then to be able to play it in front of such a large group of people, I want to say like what, 8,000?
Had about a
How much down there?
Yeah.
So that was like the
That was the
perfect, and it was
pinnacle
well
time.
received.
Was it?
Like from because it sounds like the 45 in
Right.
the
The
beginning,
shock value. Like,
and then once it says Bermuda,
yeah.
I saw people looking. I'm like,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it almost stopped. Like
Yeah.
people almost stopped and like
'Cause they weren't
realized what they
expecting
was
that.
hearing. Like
yeah. So and then even as it goes on, because that dub, a lot of people probably don't realize it's like 4 minutes. So to even get forward like way down in the end when it starts naming all the parishes,
parishes, yeah.
man, I almost ran off that stage and just jumped in the crowd because it's just everything just connected perfectly. Like you know what I mean?
That was an iconic moment.
To want it from way back then and just get it. I don't remember.
Now, speaking of
2015,
your
man.
iconic moments, we're going to go in reference to the Halifax days.
I always heard about Halifax
With the
things.
dream team, and
Oh,
that's when I can say, we can all say we've changed our fashion.
All right.
Certain selectors had braids, you know what I mean? Certain selectors had braids, you know, certain selectors had a mean throwback jersey game,
Right,
you know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
So for those that don't know, let's talk about those days that this young generation is missing a party before Snapchat, before Instagram, before seeing a cell phone light on your face. Because as a DJ, as like you guys, I hate that now. You can't complain about the vibes of a party if you spend your whole party being on social.
Facts, bro.
Well, you see all of us like,
Selfie.
and then these small girls away. Once it's done,
Yeah.
Yeah. So fake, like.
yeah.
But
But that whole Halifax thing ironically started because these Lou and Jabri actually ran school out there, and I was heard by myself with the song. And I said, hey, I'm getting school too then, so you know what I mean?
Comfy college, here I go.
I enrolled in the same school that Lou went, and then I brought the song out there. And yeah, she just took off from there. And then with us being there, obviously Twin Star came into the picture of because we're all, family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we had the first, was it Back to the Books was first?
Bermuda Invasion was first.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had, these guys came out with a shout out Kyle too. The whole what was the committee called again?
Bermuda Society.
Bermuda Society out there. They had like a Bermuda Society
What
out there.
about Desmond? We're gonna talk about Desmond.
Yeah, we could shout out this.
DJ Mayday.
That was actually my
Bahamian invasion.
my roommate. Yeah, that was actually my roommate when I moved out there. I knew him from my girlfriend at the time's cousin was his girlfriend, and said that he was looking for a roommate, so I moved in with him. And the whole time I was moving in with him, he kept asking me about music, where I got my music. And then he ended up being a DJ himself. So, but so me going out there, I took the song with me.
Rackets, we're talking about.
Yeah, rackets, not laptops.
Like
Oh, wow.
Yeah, yeah.
heavy lifting.
Rackets.
Like,
Rackets, yeah. So took that out there. No, I think the first one I played out there, I weren't in school out there yet. Was it?
No, not the
Bermuda
first one.
Invasion weren't in school.
The first one I weren't in school, but after that I was like, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
in school. Yeah, like,
So what were the reasons why you really too wanted to go to school?
Further my education, Free.
I'm angry as little dummy around here.
As Bermuda can now see, the lies are evident.
No.
Education.
Get that education, get that
To show
paper.
you, bro.
I'm not
Let's go
complaining.
papers.
That's like gum, you know?
But yeah, so that happened, and then I actually came out there to school, and then I think Twins came over, and Scarface too. Shout out Scarface. They used to call us the Dream Team. A lot of stuff that we got done, we had to shout out DJ Scarface as well. Like, you know what I mean?
He was the
he was a major part in a lot of stuff, musically and business wise as well. Like, you know what I mean? So shout out Scarface. That's the original what we used to call the Dream Team. Is Twin Star, King Jyrus, and DJ Scarface.
Speaking on Brandon,
Mm-hmm.
one thing I could say about the Jyrus, we talked about the hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put it out there. In my computer, I have a King Jyrus set.
My boy.
In this King Jyrus set, I'm gonna say it. I'm playing 3-6 Mafia.
Oh yeah.
And the one person that I heard every day coming across St. John's Road in a gray MG and a Peugeot convertible playing 3-6 Mafia was none other than Jabri and Breezer.
Yeah.
So, and you guys playing that music, believe it or not, people won't say it, you created an iconic song for you guys. A lot of you guys draw back when things are rough, 3-6 Mafia's can get me out of trouble, man. Yeah.
And it turns into a whole nother.
Oh yes.
Party to
And
a
you
little
start
next
playing
level.
Marsh Pit and all that. Yeah. I start looking
Little
at
next
security.
level.
This is where you're getting paid. Like
Bro,
they
but
could go
that
for you.
was so like it was so wicked to see, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I literally front to back, like, and we are still doing our youth, well, not our youth dances because we was a little bit older by then, but like that song, like we took that song to Clay House, like anywhere we play it, like people were like, yo, like people to this day still say like, yo, run that set tonight, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Slob on my.
Is there certain songs now that you don't want to play due to the violence today? Because it riles up the no?
I mean, they used to be, sorry to cut you, but certain songs used to actually be banned from certain places. Like all that move, BITCH,
Yeah.
and like you couldn't play that down like Front Street, places like that there. Like the not even the promoters, the owners of the clubs would be like, yo, like
Don't play that. Because I know with certain songs and alcohol, it riles up the crowd. What about you, Hershey? Certain songs you hold back on? Or?
I mean, certain songs, I don't really hold back. It's just how you play it.
Right.
Because, you know, I feel like certain songs, the longer you play it or how you play it, then, you know, it does cause problems. Because, like, people react
I've
different
noticed
to
it,
songs.
yeah.
Like, you know, you can play a song and the guys are jumping around.
Right.
Next thing you know, somebody's mad because you knock them a little bit. Like, so it's like, you might be able to squeeze it like 30 seconds or something. You know what I mean? It's just how you play it nowadays in the club. And then you got to read the club too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're standing there, you're playing, you're looking out in the crowd, you could see that one person out the back, like, looking like they want problems. So a certain song, it's like he wants problems or she wants problems. So you might play this one song and that's the opportunity. Like.
And I heard you say about looking out in the crowd. Sometimes if you don't see the crowd moving, do you be like, oh, well, they'll get used to it? Or it's like you stop and switch it
You
up?
gotta change it up.
Yeah, because some DJs just stay into it. Where I
Nowadays,
guess-
you just gotta find your little groove. Like, you know, you might play 20 minutes of this, 20 minutes of that, whatever. Like, you know, you find where everybody's at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
That's what I find with you guys. You're showing the versatile aspect of now what DJing is. You guys, we could say we all came from a dancehall background.
facts.
Now we have to include R&B, hip hop, Afro beats, and soca. So as we can say the has-beens to now, we understand the evolution of what it now takes.
Okay, so this has been good conversation. We're taking a break. We'll be right back with the Loud Lounge.
Come chill at the Loud Lounge.